Okay guys, here we are in a Vintage Daily event and it's round 2 and we have drawn Coopes. And this is going to be a real tough matchup here. It's a deck we don't see too often in Vintage Online, as in it is Fish. He's playing like, Dark Confidence, Thalias, that sort of thing. So hopefully he does not have Moxen to speed out one of his Fish. But and this is not a great hand for us either. But the reality is that this is what we've got. So we're going to have to hedge our bets a little bit here. Unfortunately, he does run Wasteland. I think we have to get a Crucible of Worlds out here. And, like it's very possible that part of the problem is here, I mean, it's kind of a no-win situation. I mean, he could get this with Abrupt Decay. If he does get us, he can remove our land with a Deathrite Shaman, but the reality is there's not much we can do about that right now. What we're going to have to hope happens is that we can revoke his Deathrite Shaman here, and he doesn't have land. This could be a Quasali Pride Mage that we see here, Dark Confident, Thalia. Our best bet here right now is to draw a Sol land that we can play Kadoltha Forge Master, because Kadoltha Forge Master is going to be very difficult for him to remove. Okay, we didn't quite get there. So what we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to revoke the Deathrite Shaman. Okay, and I mean, I could Wasteland him here, but I don't think that's the proper play. I think I'm just going to play out a Thorn, and hopefully he just doesn't have any other land, and our Crucible hang around, and then next turn we can actually do the Forge Master, and the Forge Master, hopefully he'll have a tough time removing it. Like, he maybe runs Swords to Plowshares. Actually, if we look on the mana drain here, he posted his list from the other night. Stone Cold Humans, this is Coopes. Unfortunately, there's errors there. Let's try deck lists here on Magic Online. I don't think the one Coopes was in is on here. Him and I both 4-0'd on Friday night. Yeah. So he's thinking here, but my point being is he has I don't know if he actually is running Swords to Plowshares, but I suspect he is. I mean, he's running white. It's a premium removal spell. Like, if he doesn't play a land here, that's pretty good for us. I'd be very tempted to go after his Deathrite Shaman if that was the case. Or after his lands, I would take his white source there and probably just Phyrexian Metamorph the Deathrite or the Revoker on his Deathrite again, meaning that he's got to kill 2 of them. But we can't underestimate the power of also getting a Forge Master out either. Because the land battle here is, in the long run, it's not going to be great because he's got the Dark Confident, right? So Quasali Pride Mage is a good one here. He's going to be able to get rid of my Revoker. Yeah, we just take that, of course. Well, he missed on land here. What we could do is put the Revoker, which is what I'm going to have to do here. Put it on Pride Mage. We've got 1 floating, so we've got 3 mana. So I mean, I could take him off a land here. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I just got to Wasteland him here. We could... I'm going to take his white source here. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. This is not perfect by any means. So he got a wasteland, which is pretty good for him. He can take us off our factory, which means that we can't actually play the Forge Master this turn, but he is behind on land as well, so I don't know what his line of thinking is here. But my hope is that I'm going to be able to drop the Forge Master onto the table this turn and force him to answer it. But yeah, we're in a precarious position here. There's no doubt about this. It's a tough spot to be in. And he's just going to do the same thing. I suspect. Yeah, he just attack here. A little bit awkward. I mean, we're taking damage we don't want to be taking, but the Forge Master is going to stop this Stone Cold if we can, and hopefully, I mean, we know he has the Wasteland, right? Interesting. Okay. Sorry about the noise on the video here, guys, but my daughter downstairs is having a difficult time, apparently. So if we can keep our Forge Master around, and that's easier said than done here. He got a strip mine as well. Yeah, we're slowly but surely losing our grip here, but if we get to untap with that Forge Master, I feel like we're going to be able to. Let's see what's revealed. Mox Emerald. Stony Silence. I mean, Stony Silence is very good. If he can cast the Stony Silence, if he's got a white source, then that shuts off our Forge Master, which is good. There's no doubt about that. But probably what we would do here is, if we're able to untap with this, we would go and get a Forge Master, or excuse me, a Steel Hellkite, and wipe his board that way. And hopefully this will inhibit and stop his attack, the Forge Master here. I mean, he could come with everything, and I mean, I would take his Quasali Pride Mage here, and take 5. Okay, so he's going to strip mine me here as well, which is just fine. I mean, that doesn't impact anything here right now as we stand, so. Oh, Sundering Titan. Geez, that's a powerful card. All right, well, let's get a workshop here. I'm going to, I mean, Abrupt Decay is a real thing, but he's so far behind on lands right now. I think we just, you know, guys, like, I think we just actually wasteland him. Let's just try and keep him off land, right? You know, like, I know he's got Moxen in his hand, right? The question is what are we going to sacrifice here? Maybe I just copy my Forge Master. Another option is I just copy the Deathrite Shaman here. The like the Phyrexian Revoker on Deathrite Shaman. Or do I just keep him off lands? I feel like I need to keep him off land here. Sacrifice this, and probably just that's what I'm going to do. Just going to keep him off lands here. And, you know, we can sacrifice the factory. I would like to keep my Crucible around. The problem is if I sacrifice this, I'm not going to have the ability to kill all this stuff with the Hellkite. But I mean, I'm going to do it end of turn, so we got a Thalia and a Windswept Heath. I mean, another option here, guys, is I can go and I can get a Staff of Nin. Tazagar is a good one. Tazagar is definitely going to give us a hard time here. I mean, this is a very interesting situation. I got to say, I'm not very happy with where I'm at right now. We're not in a winning position here. If I can sacrifice this, I can sacrifice this, and I can sacrifice my Crucible, which is really bad to get rid of my Crucible here. Or I can get rid of the Thorn, I can get rid of the Chalice, and I can get rid of the Forge Master, right? Or I can get rid of the Qasali Pride Mage because he can't activate it. Yeah, that's what I'm going to have to do here. Pride Mage, Chalice, and Thorn. And I'm going to wipe them out this turn. The only thing that would be awkward is if he had something like an Elvish Spirit Guide to activate the Pride Mage. But I think this is our only chance. Like, we can't get rid of that Crucible right now. Yeah, we're just going to have to gamble here, guys. Okay, we're going to have to get Wasteland here. Like, Tazagar is definitely going to be trouble for us, but okay. So, I mean, look, we're going to be dealing with a Stony Silence here this turn, which is going to shut off our Forge Master, and it's going to shut off our Hellkite as well. Which is unfortunate, but we had to get rid of his major threats here. And I mean, look at, you know, if he drops a Qasali Pride Mage on us and activates it and kills our Hellkite, then, well, we're in a lot of trouble here. And these are all possibilities because he's got the Moxen now. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's awkward, guys. It is what it is, though. I mean, we can't use the Forge Master that way. At least we can block the Tazagar. Like, he must have a land here. He didn't have a land. All of that drawing. Really interesting here, guys. Okay. Well, we're definitely playing a workshop. And I'm just going to attack for 5 in the sky. And I'm just going to metamorph my Hellkite. Actually, I could play Lodestone Golem here as well and just wasteland him. The thing is that the Phyrexian Metamorph on the Hellkite is very strong. He didn't play a land last turn, but the Lodestone Golem keeps him off unless he draws a Mox. I think I just need to play the Lodestone here. Yeah. Now he's got no mana. Okay, let's hope, guys. All right, so we got a tough game one there. That was brutal. So this is a really tough sideboarding decision here because I guess I can take out an extra land here. Like I'll take out maybe an Ancient Tomb. I brought in a Ghost Quarter because I think they're very greedy on their land base. And I'm not going to bring in the 4th Crucible. I'm taking out 2 Chalices. I'm on the draw. They do run Abrupt Decay to be able to remove Chalice, which in itself is a liability. And I've also taken out 3 Thorns. Okay, I brought in a couple extra Crucibles here. And I brought in a Pithing Needle to help shut off things like Qasali Prod Mages and Deathrite Shamans. Another reason to take out some Crucibles here. So let's see what happens. I mean, you know, we can bring in, I guess, one more card here. Just going to probably bring in a Thorn. Maybe I want the 4th Crucible. Being able to do my thing is pretty important against this deck, and having my lands are very important. You know, I don't know if it's a deck that's running 4 Wastelands plus a strip, but I believe it is. Yeah, it's unfortunate that thread is like, I think the Mana Drain in general is just down right now because he did post his list, but can't see it. And I mean, I think that his deck naturally has some good game against ours. You know, as you saw, he's running things like Qasali Pride Mages, and you know, who knows if he's got Kataki in there or what. But I suspect being on the play for us will be well, same against any deck. It would be very good against him, being able to, you know, block him out with spears and things because there's no counter spells in the deck. Okay, so this is pretty good hand here because we've got the Crucible and we've also got a Trinisphere here. Unfortunately, we're going to have to lead with the Crucible because if we play the Trinisphere and it will resolve, we're going to keep. He could just Wasteland us and lock us right out. So this is a pretty reasonable hand. So turn 1 Thalia here would be kind of bad for us. Okay, let's hope it's not a Thalia. Even a Qasali Pride Mage would be awful. That would force us. Okay, I mean, it's a good start from him. Sadly, we're going to have to do the Crucible here, and do we want to put Chalice at 0? I don't think so. Like, setting it at 2 is tremendous against him because he's a Hate Bears deck. But if we can somehow get him locked here, what did he reveal? Black Lotus. So wish we did do that because now it's going to get very difficult for us. He's going to have potentially 6 mana here, which is 3 Hate Bears. And, you know, we could just get blown right out here. Okay, probably a couple Dark Confidence here. Okay, Abrupt Decay. See if we get Wastelanded. Stony Silence. Deathrite Shaman. Okay. Problem is that I feel like we're losing this battle here. I mean, I can set a chalice, which is what I'm going to do here. I'm going to set a chalice at 2 and then play a revoker. We'll set this on Deathrite Shaman. Right? And then we set the chalice at 2, right? So we don't counter our own thing here. And, you know, he didn't play a land last turn, so let's hope he bricks again. Thalia. And then we can start strip mining and wastelanding on our own. No play. Okay, another Deathrite Shaman, which is fine. 26'th, okay. Well now, hello. Okay, so we're going to Forge Master here, and we're going to wasteland him. And then the following turn we can get the 26'th, right? You know, we gotta hope we don't get our Forge Master killed, but okay, so wasteland. And he'll probably come after our lands here, I suspect, yeah. Which is just fine, really. Well, for now it is anyways. Oh, yeah. Our Forge Master shut off. Geez, that's unfortunate. I didn't even think of that. I mean, the good news is that we can attack. Oh, silly me. He just Maze of us, that's all. Oh, he took it. Okay, he made an error there. We made an error. Yeah, I mean, we're just going to play a Metamorph. We're going to play a... Trinisphere is pretty powerful, and then we'll just do this. I mean, unfortunately, his draw engine is far better than ours. He's got that Dark Confidant going, but we do have a Chalice here. Oh, Knight of the Reliquary. Wow. That's an ugly card. Glad he can't cast it. Yep, which is fine. I don't think I want to show him the strip mine. Okay. Thalia, great draw. I'm glad to see that. Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to get rid of that here. Oh, what a draw. So I'll take my lodestone back. I guess he can triple block with his Deathrite Shamans and his... Yeah, I mean, that's just fine. So he only takes 3 damage here, but sadly we can only kill 1. Or 2 of them, I mean. But I still feel like we're doing pretty well here. So we got a Windswept Heath, which is not enough to get over top of my Trinisphere here. So this turn we just Wasteland his Maze of Ith pre-combat, and it really forces him to do some big blocking here. And we will go in with the Revoker this time. Actually, do we? No. Unnecessary. But the reality is, though, like he's going to block. He does have to double block, right? Yeah.